Do you dream of becoming a millionaire? Have you ever wondered how the rich actually end up becoming rich? Are you constantly stressed about your finances? If your answer is yes to any of these questions, then this book is exactly what you need. The first part of this book introduces you to the hidden truths that shape the way you think about money. It reveals how other people's opinions about money silently influence your own beliefs. You'll uncover the powerful moments in your life that built your money mindset, sometimes without you even realizing it. Think of it this way: you can't grow an apple tree without first planting a seed, right? This book is that seed, the first step towards your financial growth. And once you understand this foundation, the journey takes you to the second part, where the real millionaire secrets are revealed. Here, you'll discover the biggest differences between the rich and the poor. You'll see how wealthy people manage their money differently, and more importantly, you'll learn how you can start managing your finances the same way. This book will teach you how to expect more out of life, how to expand your thinking, and how to dream bigger so that success becomes your reality. You'll learn how to not only face the obstacles on your path, but also how to stay laser-focused on your goals. Most importantly, you'll discover the mindset you need to truly become rich. So are you ready to take your first step toward becoming a millionaire? Your journey begins right here. Influence number 1, verbal programming. In this chapter and the next, we'll explore how other people's words and beliefs can shape your own thoughts about money. Many of these influences come from childhood memories or even painful experiences. But here's the good news. As an adult, you have the power to change those beliefs and build a healthier, more positive mindset around money. This is your very first step toward financial success. Let me share a story with you. Meet Stephen, a man who earns more than $800,000 a year. Just imagine having that kind of money. Not bad, right? But here's the shocking part. Despite earning a fortune for the past 9 years, Stephen still wasn't living a comfortable life. Why? Because he had no idea how to take care of his money. He kept pouring it into unnecessary business deals and trusting the wrong people, only to lose it all. So, what was really going on? The answer goes all the way back to his childhood. When Stephen was a little boy, his mother repeatedly told him, "Rich people are bad. They make their money by cheating others." Now, even though Stephen didn't consciously agree with his mother, his subconscious mind believed her words. Deep down, a voice kept whispering, "If you make too much money, you'll become a bad person." Stephen adored his mother and never wanted to do anything that might make her ashamed of him. So what did he do? He sabotaged himself. Every time he earned extra money, he found ways to get rid of it so that he could stay good in his mother's eyes. But then everything changed. Stephen attended a Millionaire Mind conference where he discovered that his mother's belief was simply wrong. Her programming was based on fear, not truth. He realized that he didn't have to live by her limitations. So instead of rejecting wealth, he used it to bring joy. With his earnings, he fulfilled his mother's lifelong dream, sending her on a 6-month vacation to Hawaii. And something magical happened. His mother finally saw that money could create happiness, not harm. She felt proud of her generous son. From that moment on, Stephen let go of his negative beliefs and stepped fully into becoming a successful businessman. Influence number 2, specific incidents. Some events in life leave such a deep mark on us that they shape the way we see ourselves and the world forever. The truth is, many of these beliefs have little to do with reality. Yet, as adults, we continue to live by them, often with painful consequences. Take this simple example. Imagine it's your very first day of preschool. You want to make friends, but when you try to speak, you're too shy. The other kids laugh at you. From that moment on, you start linking friendship with shame. Years later, even as an adult, you still struggle to build close relationships, all because of a single childhood incident. Now let's look at a more powerful example, the story of Jose. Jose is a nurse who assists doctors during surgeries and earns a great salary. But here's the problem. By the time her paycheck arrives, her money is already gone. She could never seem to hold on to it. It wasn't until she attended the Millionaire Mind seminar that Jose discovered the root cause of her financial struggles. You see, Jose still vividly remembers one night from her childhood. Her family went out to a restaurant, but instead of enjoying dinner, her parents started fighting again about money. The argument grew heated, and Jose saw her father's face turn pale. He clutched his chest and collapsed right there at the table. Jose wanted desperately to save him, but she was just a little girl. Sadly, her father passed away from a heart attack that very night. For Jose, the message was seared into her heart. Money causes pain. Money causes loss. As she grew older, Jose developed a destructive habit, spending all her money as quickly as possible. Deep down, she believed that if she didn't keep money, it couldn't hurt her. Her choice to become a nurse, that too was shaped by the tragedy, an attempt to save others the way she couldn't save her father. But thankfully, this story has a brighter ending. Through the Millionaire Mind course, Jose learned to rewrite her beliefs. She realized money itself wasn't the cause of pain. It was her interpretation of that childhood trauma. She adopted a healthier mindset about wealth and eventually made a bold career change, from nursing to becoming a financial planner. Today, she not only manages her own money wisely, but also helps others break free from the limiting beliefs created by their past experiences. Secret number 1. Rich people believe, I create my life. Poor people believe, life happens to me. Have you ever stopped to think about your own beliefs about money? Do you remember a childhood moment, or maybe a comment from your parents that shaped how you see wealth today? What do your parents really believe about becoming rich? In the next few chapters, we'll uncover how to break free from the beliefs that are holding you back. You'll learn the hidden secrets of the millionaire mind. And it all begins right here, with secret number 1. Rich people take charge of their lives. Poor people wait for fate to take charge of theirs. Think about it. Money doesn't rain down from the sky. That never happens. The truth about becoming rich is simple. You create wealth by doing something that produces value and then going after it. Remember this: those who do nothing get nothing. If you can't take control of your money and instead let outside forces control you, wealth will always slip through your hands. To become rich, you must believe. You create your destiny. Now consider this. There are millions of people out there waiting for some miracle to happen, while a few take action, starting businesses, creating opportunities, finding new ways to generate income. Those who act become wealthy. Those who wait stay stuck. Of course, challenges will always show up. Sometimes you'll start something, face setback after setback, and feel like quitting. But behind that impulse to give up is usually an old belief or childhood memory, something telling you, this isn't for you. Let's look at a few examples that expose this secret of the millionaire mind, taking responsibility for your life. Some people love reading horoscopes. For some, it's just fun, an entertaining way to start the day. But for others, it becomes a prison. If the horoscope says bad luck today or financial loss ahead, they stop trying. They let fear guide their choices. Now, who do you think has the better chance of becoming rich? The one who laughs off the horoscope and gets back to work. Because success comes from effort, not from the stars. Those who hand their power to predictions stay poor, while those who focus on action build wealth. Here's another example: the lottery. Some people spend half their income scratching tickets, convinced that one day luck will make them millionaires. Others buy a ticket once in a while just for fun, but never rely on it. So, who do you think becomes wealthy? Of course, not the ones draining their savings on lottery tickets. The wealthy are those who invest their money wisely into businesses, opportunities, and growth, rather than waiting for luck to strike. The secret is clear. Rich people don't wait for life to happen. They take control, they create it. Secret number 2. Rich people think big. Poor people think small. Here's the truth. The bigger the need, the bigger the opportunity. That's the second secret of the millionaire mind. If you want to earn big, you've got to dream big and take big actions. Remember this: the money you make is not just for the product or service you provide. It's also for the number of people you serve and the amount of value you create. Think about it. The truly wealthy expand their circle. They build partnerships, connect with more clients, and grow businesses that impact many lives. That's how their income multiplies. Poor people, on the other hand, keep themselves small. They stay in their comfort zone, hanging out only with people they already know. Sure, it feels less stressful, but does it lead to massive success? Absolutely not. Success is tied directly to scale. Big thinkers focus on creating more value for more people, and when you give more, you earn more. Let's put this into perspective. Imagine owning a single hotel versus owning an entire chain of hotels. Which one do you think creates greater wealth? Both can make money, but the hotel network, without question, brings far more profit. Here's another example. Sports coaching. Some coaches work one-on-one with a single client. Others train 10 clients a day. And then there are those who lead entire workout groups. So, who's closer to becoming wealthy? Clearly the coach who impacts the most people. The same applies to writing, teaching, farming, almost anything. A writer who produces more high-quality work earns more. A farmer who grows more fruit makes more profit. The pattern is simple. The bigger your vision, the bigger your results. The sad reality is that many people never believe they can earn more. They settle for just enough and convince themselves that it's all they need. And that's exactly why they remain poor. The secret? Rich people don't limit their vision. They think bigger, aim higher, and expand wider, because wealth always follows scale. Secret number 3. Rich people focus on opportunities. Poor people focus on obstacles. Here's the difference. People with higher incomes are more willing to take risks. Why? Because they know risks often lead to better choices, better deals, and bigger rewards. On the other hand, those with lower incomes usually shy away from risk. Instead of thinking about what they could gain, they obsess over what might go wrong. Wealthy people keep their eyes locked on their goals. Roadblocks don't scare them. They see them as challenges to overcome. Poor people, however, spend most of their energy imagining mistakes, failures, and setbacks. What does this show? A lack of confidence. Poor people often doubt themselves, while the rich are secure because their focus is fixed firmly on the prize, not the problem. The truth is, only those who take calculated risks get access to the best opportunities. Those who let the fear of failure control them. They miss out again and again. Let's bring this to life with an example. Imagine you're a basketball player. You've got the ball. You're standing in the perfect spot to score a three-pointer for your team. All you need to do is focus on the net and take the shot. But what happens? Sweat drips down your face. Your heart pounds. Instead of aiming for the basket, your mind races. What if I miss? What if my shot gets blocked? What if I let my team down? You freeze, you hesitate. And in that moment, a player from the other team steals the ball right out of your hands, rushes down the court, and scores 2 points for their side. You were focused on what could go wrong. They were focused on winning. And that's the key. Those who focus on what they want create opportunities and score higher. Those who focus on what they fear stay stuck, losing chances they never even tried for. Secret number 4. Rich people surround themselves with positive, successful people. Poor people surround themselves with negative, unsuccessful people. Successful people study other successful people. They model their lives after proven examples. They learn, adapt, and get inspired by the massive achievements of their role models. That's why they keep growing. But poor people, they usually do the opposite. Instead of learning from success, they criticize it. They gossip. They make excuses. And they feel jealous when others rise higher than them. If you want to be rich, you must learn from winners. Respect those who've made it. Take inspiration instead of envy. And most importantly, cut negative people out of your life. Let's make this real with a story. Meet Mary, a housewife with a big dream. She wants to open her own beauty salon. She's passionate, hard-working, and loves reading about success stories. But there's one problem, her husband, Tom. Tom is a middle-aged man with no job, no drive, and no vision. He spends his days lying on the couch, watching TV, and playing video games. And instead of supporting Mary, he mocks her dreams. "Opening a salon, that's ridiculous," he laughs. "Just get a normal job so you can cook dinner every night. Who's going to feed me if you're busy with a business?" Tom doesn't just discourage her. He tries to break her confidence. He wants Mary to remain stuck like him. But Mary, She's smarter than that. She knows if she keeps listening to Tom, she'll end up just as negative and miserable as he is. So one day, Tom pushes too far. He yells at her, "Choose! It's either your marriage or your stupid dream." Mary doesn't flinch. She looks at him and says, "I'm not your mother. You can cook your own food. I'm choosing my dream." With that, she packs her bags, leaves Tom, and starts her new life. Fast forward 2 years, Mary is now the proud owner of a successful salon. Last year alone, she made more profit than Tom could even imagine. By cutting toxic people out of her life, she created space for positivity, growth, and success. The lesson? If you want to rise, surround yourself with people who lift you higher. Stay close to positivity and distance yourself from negativity, no matter who it comes from. Secret number 5. Rich people are bigger than their problems. Poor people are smaller than their problems. Here's the truth. Successful people don't see problems as roadblocks. They see them as challenges to outgrow. For the rich, problems are just stepping stones toward their goals. For the poor, problems look like massive walls they can't climb. If you want to succeed, you can't run away from problems. You must face them head on. You must grow bigger than every obstacle in your way. Because here's the magic. When you grow, your problems shrink. The things that once felt impossible later look small, even laughable. But if you keep running from problems, you'll never build the life you dream of. Let me tell you a story. Meet Matt, a 27-year-old guy who dreams of opening his own car accessories shop. The passion is there. The vision is there. But the money? That's the problem. Matt doesn't have enough savings. He knows he'll need a loan from the bank. But instead of creating a plan, instead of taking that first step, he lets fear take over. He's already drowning in college debt. The thought of more responsibility terrifies him. Instead of getting a steady job, paying off his loans, and building toward his dream, he convinces himself it's hopeless. Slowly, Matt gives up. He stops trying. He believes fate is against him, and when fear wins, bad habits follow. He starts drinking. He wastes his little savings on alcohol. When that runs out, he borrows from family and friends, digging himself into an even deeper hole. His dream? Gone. His confidence? Destroyed. His problems? Bigger than him. Now, here's the lesson. Don't be like Matt. Successful people aren't problem-free. They simply choose to rise above their problems. They focus on solutions, not fears. They outgrow every challenge until nothing can stop them. So ask yourself, are you going to shrink beneath your problems or grow bigger than them? Secret number 6. Rich people manage their money well. Poor people mismanage their money well. Here's a harsh truth. It's not how much money you make, it's how well you manage the money you already have. Rich people know how to save, grow, and protect their wealth. Poor people? They often spend impulsively on things they don't need, leaving themselves with nothing, or worse, sinking into debt. Financial freedom doesn't come from earning more. It comes from managing better. If you don't develop money management habits, your future will be full of financial stress and disappointment. Let me share a powerful story. Meet Emma. She was drowning in debt, multiple loans, no savings, and no idea how to climb out. Bankruptcy was knocking on her door. Out of desperation, Emma attended a Millionaire Mind seminar. There, the author Harv Eker gave her one simple piece of advice. Start managing your money, no matter how little you have. Open multiple accounts and divide your money. At first, Emma thought this was pointless. She had almost nothing, but she followed the advice anyway. She began with just $1. Day by day, that $1 turned into 2, then 5, then 10. Within a year, she had saved over $2,000 across her accounts. The habit was working. Fast forward another year, and Emma was debt-free. She had saved an additional $10,000, and most importantly, she finally felt in control of her money instead of her money controlling her. That's the lesson. Don't wait until you're rich to manage money. Start now with whatever you have. If you can't manage $100, you'll never manage $1 million. Wealth isn't about luck, it's about discipline, and your journey to financial success starts the moment you choose to manage the little you have today. Conclusion. So what have you really learned from this book? You discovered that the way you think about money, your beliefs, your habits, your fears, didn't just appear out of nowhere. They were shaped by your past, by the people around you, and by the events you've experienced. But here's the good news. Those beliefs are not permanent. You can rewrite them. You can reprogram your financial mindset starting today. Never let other people's negativity or one bad experience dictate how you feel about money. Rich people aren't born with some secret advantage. They simply think differently. Now you know their secrets. You've learned to dream bigger and act bolder. You've learned to focus on your goals, not the obstacles in your way. You've learned how to manage money, how to escape debt, and how to avoid financial disaster. You've learned to surround yourself with positive, successful people and block out the negative voices that try to pull you down. Most importantly, you've learned the true difference between the rich and the poor. Success is not about luck. Success is not about circumstances. Success is about choice. Your future is in your hands. You are the one who creates your destiny. So trust your goals. Take control of your money and never forget this final truth. The day you master your mind is the day you master your money. That is when you'll finally achieve financial freedom. Ready to level up your life and mindset? Subscribe now and get daily insights that can change your financial future. Don't wait. Your journey to success starts with one click.